neither will your back if you're not careful this pumpkin season.
Especially with a pumpkin that big.
Yeah.
Luckily, Dr. Zach Shasteen is here to help us lift, stretch, and carve like pros without the post-patch pain. I think Kelly might need this after her long day at the farm.
Yes, most definitely.
So we're all getting some tips. Us beforehand, Kelly maybe something after. So what do you find is the #1 mistake that people make when they're going to something like this and lifting heavy?
Yes, so the #1 mistake I see most commonly in my office with lifting things in general is people are not braced or stabilized. So they're kind of more lackadaisical when they're bending over. They're just twisting here at the spine, twisting in the wrong way, and the muscles and joints aren't really ready to pick up any sort of weight or load. So.
Well, but let's be realistic. Like, none of us are bringing a brace to the pumpkin patch.
No.
Right.
No. Oh. Well, let's break this down. Let's do some simple stretches maybe that you can show us before you head to the pumpkin patch, or even if you're not going to the pumpkin patch this year, maybe just doing some yard work.
Yeah, so an easy one that I like to do, it's very easy and functional. It's a basic squat. So we're just going to be here, feet about shoulder width apart.
Okay. Can I do it in heels?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
And then just simply squat down a little bit, and then we come back up.
I feel like that's so weird.
In this.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
This is a full head to toe functional movement to get our body primed, ready for any sort of activity, yard work, picking up pumpkins, anything along those lines.
Okay. Good stuff.
That's
Okay,
good.
what's next? What's the next we could do?
Next one that I like to do is a little bit of a chest opener. Arms are behind our back here.
Oh, I love this
and
one.
extending the arms upright towards the sky. You'll feel that kind of open up the chest and the shoulders there. You can even bend down a little bit. That's taking it to the next level, which I like.
Should things be popping?
They can, okay? That's good because we're getting
That's good.
movement in the joint capsules. It's releasing pressure and gas, and that's what we want. So that is the big thing that I like. But for an example, am I able to put a pumpkin
look
on
at
that?
this.
Yeah, let's show here. So
Because I think, you know, most of the time, and with our kids, they're just like, they do whatever. They don't have the muscle strain necessarily that we do yet.
right. They will just, this is the bad way, okay? People will just come down just like this and pick up and twist, okay?
So even though you're using a little bit of knee, it's still not the right
Still,
way.
Right.
So should you bend?
Bend, exactly. Bend down, and then you want to pick the pumpkin up close to the body and to the spine, and then you kind of want to hug it here so it's close to your center of gravity mass. Kind of like you're wrestling the pumpkin because our spine isn't a forklift or a crane. So you want to keep things close, and that is the perfect way to lift up a pumpkin.
I feel really close to this pumpkin right now.
Now you have to
part
haul
of
it.
the family.
All millennials should just know, get low.
Yeah,
Yes.
get low.
Get low.
Get low. Get low.
Get low. While we have you here, we want to talk about fall yard work because we're starting to see some of the leaves change, and we know that people are going to be out there. Raking alone can cause some of that muscle strain back here.
Yes. So yeah, most definitely, especially when you're raking leaves and you're kind of rotating there at the spine. Same thing, a big thing that I like to bring to people's attention is to brace the core. We want to stabilize there. So it's kind of a big topic when you're moving.
Okay.
So ever so slightly, be a little bit more cognizant. Okay, I'm supposed to brace my core. I'm supposed to stabilize here at the waist and the abdomen. That way, when you're doing those movements, we're prepared.
So when you say brace, though, again, without having a contraption
actual
around,
brace, yes.
yeah, without what should we be doing? Is it just like
Stiffening up, tightening,
those
squeezing,
abs?
yes.
Because that's going to be a reminder.
Yes, when my sister used to, we'd wrestle when we were kids, and she would beat me up a little bit. But you want to act like someone's going to lightly punch you in the stomach, and you kind of tense
you're bracing for it.
and you're bracing there.
Okay, that's a good way to
That
think
is
about
a
it.
good reminder I like to use.
And I would have to imagine that
Sibling
would be
rivalry.
good for posture too, just like being able to stand upright.
Better for
and have a
posture,
good
better
core.
for alignment, better for core strength, most definitely.
And what about carving pumpkins?
Carving.
Because that's the thing that is really challenging for me because
this.
you're always like bending
Bend
over.
over,
Hunched over.
Or you're sitting on the ground and the legs are crossed. I like to be over here at the pumpkin at a table like this. If we had a chair here, we'd be right at about hip level, which is good. But a good thing we want to also do is warm up the hands, the wrist as well.
Yeah.
There's a good exercise stretch I like to do. Our hands want to be like this, and this is kind of fun to do. Draw the alphabet for me. So go capital A. Just with the wrist motion though, like how I'm doing here. And you'll feel that movement there into the wrist joint, the hands, the fingers. You go A through Z. It's kind of fun to do, but that's a good warm up and stretch and exercise to do before we get ready into carving the pumpkins.
It's great stuff.
Great. Things are popping in my wrist too.
Really good information, and I think useful too. Just have a little bit of fun with it. Make sure you're taking care of your body. If you would like to learn more about resilient chiropractic, we're going to link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
That feels really good. Yeah.